Hello, muffins. How are you doing during this? We're still in that energy of the new moon in Libra. As a reminder, what this means to you collectively is with the new moon in Libra, this is about reestablishing relationships. Relationships not always meaning romantically, platonically, new relationships developing that will help you thrive and grow as the human as you are. I'm reaching out because a lot of you have contacted me and asked, Miss Donna, I'd like to read a book on astrology and tarot and the moon cycles and tarot spreads and the wheel of the year as a witch. I don't know where to get started. So let me help you pick and choose through all this. So first off, you can find a lot of these books that I'm about to show you in my Mystic Emporium of my website, which you can find in my bio link. Now, those books get updated seasonally. So what's up there right now will be taken down in November, and there'll be new books to review. But right now, let me show you what's in my personal collection, because they're really tried and true for the newbie and for those who aren't so newbie and still want something new. Let's go. All right, so what you see before you are just a small collection of the books that I currently own. I have a lot of books, as you can only imagine. And with that being said, this is going to be a 2-part video, maybe even 3, because there's a lot of info that I want to introduce you to about these 8 books that I have before us. So we're going to start off with beginners. For my beginners, Theresa Reed is the queen, the GOAT when it comes to teaching astrology and tarot. She's got great podcasts. She's been around a very long time. She's a veteran when it comes to this profession with over 30 years of the industry. The 2 books I highly recommend for my beginners and for my not beginners, because it's important to have them in your library as a reference point. Astrology for Real Life, a workbook for beginners, and Tarot, Mastering the Art of Intuitive Reading. What's fantastic of these books is she takes it step by step from the characteristics of the zodiac sign, and then it continues into the planets, and then it continues into your retrograde of those planets, and she has exercises after each chapter. This is an excellent reference point, not just for newbies, but for those who really love the art of tarot. The second book by Theresa Reed that I highly recommend, I have other books, but these are my 2 that I'm going to start with. Mastering the Art of Intuitive Reading. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Theresa Reed has taken each tarot card using the Rider-Waite deck, and she doesn't go into what the card means in upright or reverse positions. She breaks it down in the beginning, how to connect intuitively with these cards. So for the High Priestess, for example, she breaks down the aura and the mystery surrounding the High Priestess, what it represents, and other ways of looking at this card. She also creates an exercise after each card. She does have spreads in here. However, to the bare bones starting off points, these 2, highly recommend. Now, Linda Goodman's Love Signs, A New Approach to Human Heart. This book was first created in the early 1970s. I purchased my original copy in 1986-87 while I was in high school, and I purchased it from Walden Books. Completely different cover. I loaned it to someone and they loved it so much, I really need to keep this book. I said, go ahead, I'll just purchase another one. But what Linda Goodman has done with astrology in her book, she focuses on the relationships of the astrological signs, not just romantically, but how they actually intertwine together. So, for example, Taurus and Aquarius, she breaks down their elements, she breaks down the planets that rule them, the symbols, and feminine and masculine. She breaks down their day forces. And after you read about the interactions of Taurus and Aquarius, she does write this in a very, I always feel like I'm reading something out of Alice in Wonderland. So I'm just putting that out there. So these 3 books you can find in my Mystic Emporium under bookshelf. And let's create video number 2 on the Tarot Almanac, Tarot by the Moon, and the Mystic Muses. Stay tuned.